Hi, this is Mitch Hallock, the king of the nerds and creator of TerrifiCon, and you're on Splash Pages. Right now.
Is the one obvious thing.
What's wrong with him?
His girl just broke it off.
It's her father. He doesn't want her dating a zombie.
Why? What are they, demons?
She is predeceased.
An outsider?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you're asking for trouble.
She broke my heart.
You're a zombie. Technically, you don't even have a heart.
After all of the great cinema that we brought to the world, and we still get no respect.
I don't know why he doesn't like me. I'm responsible. A full-time job.
You work at a haunted house in October.
I'm trying to be healthy. She's a vegan, so...
Wait, you're giving up meat?
Oh, come on.
What are you gonna do? Attack a farmer's market to try to impress her?
Now, if he was a vampire, you'd have a much better chance with her death.
Yeah, those pretty bastards.
I didn't think this would be that hard.
Hard? Man, I'm a zombie and I'm black.
Here we go.
I blame the educational system.
I blame the media.
I blame George Romero.
Oh. How could you be so disrespectful?
Coffee?
Zombies don't know much, but they do know good coffee. Deadly Grounds. It's coffee to die for, and zombie approved.
Who's George Romero?
Just have some coffee.
Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. You're watching Splash Pages. My name is Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We're going to get right to it. I know we're all excited about tonight's guest. Carrie, how's it going?
Going good. I got all excited and I made special punch, and Ratatoski's having peanut butter and jelly whiskey, and we're just super thrilled because one of my favorite people on the planet is here. So Let's keep going. Let's get to him.
MJ, how's it going?
I'm going really, really well. Really excited. I guess I don't think we can be more excited about today's guest. I don't think it's so. Yeah, I'm doing good. Glad to be here.
Awesome, Jar Jar. You muted, Jar Jar.
I see. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I was the one that Carrie was excited about at first, but it turns out it's actually our guest. I was very sad to find that out. But anyways, on to Drew, so we can get it.
Hello, I'm Drew. As you can tell, I'm the most excited of them all. Woo. No, but seriously, this is a guest that we've had on every year. Never fails to get us all super duper ridiculously excited. He is by far one of the most jovial, nerd authorities you can ever meet, but the day of, do not talk to him. Don't even make eye contact, just nod and keep going. But he is responsible for one of the best conventions in the East Coast, one that we all sell. Like it's trying to do a fundraiser to raise money. He's fantastic. He's enthusiastic. He's here. I put the hat on so he wouldn't feel alone in that mimicking Spider Noir. But everybody, one and only Mr. Mitch Hallock. Smile away, boys.
Well, yep. Literally.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you on, sir. Thank you so much. I know things are ramping up. You're getting extremely busy for August. What's the prep work look like right now for you?
Well, as I only work 3 days a year, I just drag it out. Today, typical day today. Today was 7:30 in the morning, ordering 2 more flights. I have 2 more to get out of 82 airline flights. I've spent almost $90,000 on flights this far for all these guests. I don't know if the people out there realize it, but as much as our guests love their fans, and they do, they don't buy their own airline tickets and hotels to come out and meet y'all. So I just this little how the sausage is made. I don't want to ruin your dreams or burst your bubble there, but yeah, Uncle Mitchie pays for that. And Uncle Mitchie ain't no millionaire, so there's that. So keep those nickels and dimes coming, kids. So after that, then I made a bunch of billboards, 14 of them, that'll be going up next week and throughout the month of July. And then I tweaked the commercial because it was 32 seconds long and I had to cut it back to 30 to run on the TV. So I did that today. And in month, got out, walked the dog, did that stuff. Answered a couple emails because the health department needed to get approval for the 5 or 6 people that sell food, like the coffee guy, the jerky guy, the what do you call it, the fudge guy, and the root beer guy. They have to get approval. What else? And then the panel schedule. We were just talking about that. I'm trying to finish out the panel schedule, and I got the floor plan done, and I just had to move some people around. I already know where you're sitting. That's about it. That's what I do. And then because it just happens 3 days a year. That's all I work. That's all people say, 3 days a year.
3 days a year. You must sleep in Tupperware, Mitch, because you look the very same as the first day I met you. Like
I know it's all Botox. It's all. I sold my soul to the devil.
There you go. But again, like I've been saying, like I said in my intro, every time people are like, "Oh, wait, what are you doing this summer?" I'm like, well, besides having a sip of water, I'm going to TerrifiCon. I've actually got a few people like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to check that out this year," and I'm like, making Mitch money. All right,
Mitch
money. But I mean, you just always have such a great variety of big names, the little guys as well, but also your voice actors, your creators, all that. Like in terms of it, because not only that, you do sometimes have the same people come back, but you have like rules. So like, is there like a convention? Like, is there like the Mitch's 10 Commandments of TerrifiCon?
A formula? It's evolved into that. I didn't plan for that, but over the years I was like, well, it's like ingredients in a recipe. Like I'll take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a lot of this, and you mix it all up. But no, there is type of a pattern, though I didn't plan on it. But I'll always have like a couple retro guests when it comes to even the comic book people, because there's people from the 80s. Because I could say I'm retro now because I'm going to be 60 in a couple weeks, so I'm retro.
Right.
I'm old. And so people from the 70s, like Garcia Lopez, for goodness sakes, he started in the 70s, and Chris Claremont started in the 70s. Jim Starlin started in the 70s. So there's a lot of vintage or legendary creators. If you ever see the word legendary when I do the graphics, that usually implies they've been around for a while. Like the legendary artist Walter Simonson, legendary writer Paul Kupperberg. That means they all have their AARP cards. That's the truth. So
Hey, I ordered mine just now.
I just got mine in the mail today. I threw it away and said, "You sons of bitches!" Oh, free donut. But anyway, then the other key element is to go for the hot and wow. The ones that might have not done 5 decades of comics or even 200 issues. Maybe they just did a new book that suddenly the world is going crazy, and that would be your Brett Beans, who's got that Dorks thing that literally. I signed the guy the week before Dorks 1 came out. I'm at the comic shop. They only had 2 copies on the shelf, Cave Comics in Newtown. So, subtle plug. And I picked it up and I go, hey, I got this guy coming to the show. And I'm looking at it going, I put it back. And then that thing was like $300 later. I'm like, why? I had it,
I had money in my hand, but I let it slip through my fingers like sand. Like sand.
And you never know. So sometimes you get the new hot guys. I mean, remember having Capullo and Snyder before they were like the big thing.
Right.
And even the guy Dan Housen, I mean, it's a wrestling thing, but he was here a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I think he's like the champ now. I don't know how things work.
He's big now.
He's up there. And somebody wrote to me, they go, hey, that's the guy you had a couple years ago. Now he's like the biggest thing going. I go,
I recorded his panel, but didn't you have an incident with him where like he was out of makeup after one of the shows he was talking to you?
As we all know, I'm such a personable guy, and he did what you said. He made the eye contact and chatted with me, which you don't do. And it was Sunday afternoon, and he was literally standing at the information table, and I'm getting ready to go, and I'm trying to figure out who's missing their flight and whose car service is there, and on and on and on. And there's guys talking to me. He's got glasses on and just looked like every other attendee. And I really had a great time. I'm like, yeah, that's great, buddy. Oh, I really love this, and I love what you did here, and I really would love to come back. I go, yeah, okay. What is wrong with you? Who are you? And my wife goes, that's Dan Housen. I go, holy crap, you look normal, because he didn't have any of the
oh, that's hilarious.
And I had no idea who he was. I felt so bad. I was like, I'm so sorry, Dan. He goes, no, it's okay. It's okay. So I'll see him in New York Comicon in full gear. And I walk by him and he goes, hey, man. I go, hey, buddy.
It's so funny you say that, because I was at New York last year and I could have sworn for like a minute I thought it was like, and I was like, that looks like Mitch Hallock. And then I had that, I was like, is that a cosplayer doing it? No, that's the real deal. And then, but I paused instead of calling your name, and then the crowd just swallowed you.
Yeah.
Like, so I was like, and I didn't see you for the rest of the day. And I'm like, you always gotta.
I'll be there. I'll be at New York Comic-Con on Thursday and Friday this year. I lurk about. I go visit my comic creator buddies and talk to them, because I can't do that at my show. I can only talk to them at Baltimore Con and New York Con and other shows I go to, because I can't do it here. It's insane, I'd
of course.
If I went and spent like 20 minutes talking to somebody, But
this is the warning, by the way, guys. If
yeah.
you see that,
let's go.
I need one.
Avoid. Don't say hi. Just let him walk.
Like I said, what, Carrie, you don't understand. It to me, the one time I was dressed as Deadpool and he nodded at me, I was like, I got the nod. I was like, I'm in. But I was like, how about no, you can get knocked out just as easily, so don't get cocky. Just keep walking.
It's funny. I do a lot of cosplay, right? So, it's so funny. You know how people don't recognize me outside of my cosplays?
Oh, absolutely not.
I could have literally been chatting with them all day. But to look at, if I don't speak, they're just to look at me. They have I know her. I know her. And then I speak like, oh my God, it's MJ, because how many British people do they really know?
The 501st guys do that to me all the time. Like I just saw the Mandalorian, and they're all there in their civilian faces, and they'll come up and start chatting with me. I go, who the hell are you? I'm TK1279. I'm like,
okay,
why aren't you at your station?
Exactly. Like, you're the guy in the white helmet. Yeah, okay. Or
okay.
I did bunny pool not last year, before last, for TerrifiCon. It was just a complete goof off joke,
Yeah.
And I just pulled the mask on, put the stupid bunny ears on, and just walked in the Playboy. But it was so absurd. So stupid, like a Playboy bunny, but dead.
I thought about wearing those helmets like one of those
And
buckets on my head like that. Yeah, I should do
No,
that.
the things that landed was hilarious. I never know what's going
See,
to.
see, Mitch, if I was imagining you as a helmet, I'm sorry, it's Dark Helmet from Spaceballs. Like you've
No,
got
Oh my
that,
gosh!
God.
Yes,
that
you
you got that personality. Just walking down there and just, I can't breathe in this thing.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
there you go. You know,
Yep, I got one of those. But
Yep.
Oh, by the
No,
way,
no,
happy
no,
belated Father's Day, Mitch.
yeah,
thank you to all the others out there.
You know,
Yes.
I,
Every
you know, in true fashion, Mitch posts those like, oh, this is that throwback. You know, this is that throwback photo. Here I am now, and I'm like, your face is exactly the same.
The same. Like, what are you talking
know.
about?
Face is the face. I lost
Face.
the baby.
No, I mean, no,
I
everything
lost
else
the
still
baby
aged
weight.
appropriately. You know, you still got
No,
hair.
it's true. It's true. Yeah, I still do. Look at that.
You still got the hair.
Look at
You
that
know,
still.
trust
But
me.
no,
Yeah.
I had to go to a friend's, unfortunately, his mother's funeral last week, and then you see all these people you went to school with, and you're like, "Holy shit, who are all these old people?" You know, and I'm like,
reunions
For
are
me,
basically like
yeah.
that, especially when the people are so happy to see you, and I'm like, who are you again? I want to say Joseph.
I went to one reunion once.
I
I
want
think
to
it was
say
the
Joseph.
15th. And then I was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was the nerd in school. I would draw and I would watch Doctor Who. I didn't go to the prom. I watched Doctor Who.
Right.
And I would read comics in the back of the room, and they're gonna come up to me and talk to me. I'm like, no, you hated me. I didn't forget that.
Yeah, I
mean,
literally. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't want to be an
I
asshole
did
about this,
yes.
but you were a jerk to me then, and why should I be friendly to you now?
Right.
Literally, yes.
I went to my 20th and I had the same thing. Like people walked up to me and was like, you know, I was really mean to you in high school, and I'm really sorry. I'm like, okay, like I'm glad you thought it. I don't know who you are, so I'm glad I made an impression. Like I'm like, where were you in the yearbook? I want to say art club.
They said, could you give us a quote? I don't know if it was the 30th or the 20th or whatever. And I wrote, there is no device known to mankind that can measure the amount of indifference and hatred I have to each and every one of you. And they blew it up as a giant banner and hung it with my name on it. And then I started getting all these comments after the show or after the reunion. They go, I walked in and I saw that and I almost pissed my pants laughing. And as soon as I saw it, I go, that's got to be Mitch Hallock saying, and it said your name underneath. They go, dude, that was the funniest thing. I go, I'm not kidding. I don't like you.
You're right.
Why would I hang out with you now?
Mitch, I completely agree. The best thing to do is just fuck with people. Like I unconsciously dressed like Castiel from Supernatural, which I realized myself. People, and then I switched my tie midday to see if anybody caught on. So in the group photo, I'm just in the back there wearing a ducky tie from How I Met Your Mother, because I'm like, yep. And then some people will be like, are you sad? I'm like, yep, I'm wearing a ducky tie in the memories because fuck all of you. That's funny.
Yeah. I like when they come to the show because they'll bring their kids or grandkids or whatever now. And they go, hey, I knew that guy. He was always into this nerd crap back in the 80s, man. He was always reading comics and funny books. I go, yeah. Did you buy a ticket? Did you buy a ticket? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. I just got to walk Colby Smulders down the, Robin from How I Met Your Mother. Yeah. So
hi, Dylan. Hi.
Hey, Dylan. But I mean, again, Mitch, like you said, you're winning because again,
that's why I do this. Actually, the revenge gets me out of bed every morning. You think I'm kidding, but it's
literally,
not.
No, it's not.
I get up in the morning. Jeremy knows. There's some people on my hit list. They go, oh wait, they're still alive. I got to keep doing this shit just to piss them off.
Yeah.
When they die, then
very much so.
I'll be like,
I have specific people on Facebook that I'm only friends with for Schadenfreude because I'm just like, you know what? I am like, I got rid of most of them, but there are a couple where it's like, I want to follow you because your life is shit and you deserve it. And I'm so happy that everything sucks for you. And look at my friends list. Oh shit. I have Mark Wade. I have Philip K. Johnson,
This is the whole success story behind TerrifiCon. It's all about revenge. It's not about comics. It's not about fandom. It's all about putting it in someone's face, and that's what we're all about. I'm going to put that on there.
I could just, you know what? I'm gonna add that to splash pages. Splash pages. Success through spite. You know.
Yep. Sure, that's it. Yes,
pretty much. I know it's little. I mean, people will tell you, "Oh, that's such a waste of life and energy," and you know, you should be more positive. I go, I am positive. That makes me smile. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean,
so just from high school.
Anyway, we could go into this.
Right. So someone said something about trading cards. Carrie, was that you or Jar said something about trading cards?
Yes, we both did.
Carrie brought it up.
I'm assuming that you have. Do you have them to show us near you, perhaps?
No.
Or
they're upstairs. Now you tell me. You didn't tell me to bring props, but last year on a lark, I was like, let's make trading cards because it was the 10th anniversary last year. So I took every poster for the last 10 years and made a little thing of cards. Like, you know, this was done by Jerry Ordway. This was done by Chris Giarusso. And it was just kind of a fun little novelty. And I didn't think anybody would give a crap. And I only made like 40 packs, but they sold out in the first 20 minutes of the show on a Friday. And I was like, shit, I should have made more of those. And I don't even have a set. I mean, that's how little I have the wrapper. And then I said, well, let's do it again this year. And I found that there's a lot of online resources for this stuff. I had no idea. You can get foil cards and hologram cards, and you can make your own Magic the Gathering or Pokemon cards if you're into that and you know how to write rules and stuff. So this year I went and did some of my own art. Got a degree in that shit. And then I did some other cards, and I had some famous artists do some sketches, like Jerry Ordway's doing some sketches and Franco and all that stuff. And they're just, and then I even did the wrapper. And I made the wrapper. I designed it to look like an old wrapper, like a Star Wars pack from the 70s when they had 3PO on the cover. And I was like, how the hell do I seal them? And now I have a little foil thing, like a heat gun. And I put the cards in there and I seal them up and it looks legit. And there's only about 240 packs and there's 10 cards in each one. And there's only about 100 complete sets out there. This time I made sure I got one for myself and put it off to the side. But the rest of them will be on there, and we'll see how they sell. I was going to put bubble gum in it because the wrapper even says bubble gum. I put no bubble gum inside because I realized if I put gum in it, I have to get the health department's okay because God knows what I could be putting in there, you know.
Food grade.
Well, big question on those this year.
I just hit my Loki stick. Anyway, what's the question?
Yeah, is it the same cards in each pack like last year, or
no? See, last year I thought I was being a nice guy because I remember as a kid you would buy cards and you'd have to get like 50 packs, and I'm like, no, I'll put all of them in one pack. I thought that was a nice gesture. Then I had people buying multiple packs and yelling at me. They go, "Hey, they're all the same cards." I go, "Well, yeah, I gave you it says right in the wrapper, one complete set in each wrapper or each pack. Well, I want more." So I'm like, okay, forget it then. So because of those people, I what do you call them? Scattered them or
randomized them?
Randomized them. So yeah, now there's only 10 cards in a pack, and there's a 24 base set. I get a 24 card base set. So you'll have to buy multiple packs if you want to get them all and stuff like that.
So can you order these pre-show, or do we have to be there day of the show? Buy them right then?
I'm gonna put out a couple every day because if I do the pre-show, which my wife goes, "Why didn't you order more than just 250?" I go, you don't want to get stuck with this crap. I don't want to have it in the garage, you know. I've got
free comic book day.
Yeah, exactly.
We have about 240 packs already.
Huh? What?
This man buys everything. Well,
no, I have a storage unit that has a lot of old drinking glasses that no one bought and T-shirts that we don't sell. So I try to not buy too much of it. That's why somebody was complaining today about the VIP pack. They go, "What do you mean it's sold out?" I said, I buy 300 of the items that go in the kit, 300 bags, 300 shirts, 300 pins, 300 lanyards, 300 badges. And that's it. Because it's a VIP. You want to make it special. And when they sell out, they sell out. And they're like, "Well, I want to get this stuff." It's too friggin' late now, buddy. You should have.
Yeah, I saw the comment that was like, "Are you going to add to the VIP?"
Yeah, I wrote that tonight. I go, "No, I'm not.
I buy that the day it goes on sale. I have my airplane tickets. I have my hotel. Everything has
Thank
been
you.
ready for months. And I try to like let people know, like, hey, it's on sale now. You better get yours before it gets gone
And
because
you get your cut the line pass. So if you want, every day there's a long line. You go, oh, I'm not waiting in that. I'm VIP. That's what makes it special. You go right up to one of my guys and they walk you to the front and you don't have to wait 20, 30, 40 hour, So that's what it's for.
yeah. Well,
Whatever.
Because we come in an interview, I can't use that to go, jump the line to get an interview or anything. But I keep it for people who want to come in and like get an autograph because we do stuff. But I like getting all the extras that you do. I have a bag from every year that I've been there, and I have
I'm not doing the cloth bag this year. It's back to the plastic because this is how nuts I get doing this show because I listen to all these people and someone says you can't please everybody, but I'll have somebody go, oh, I don't like the plastic bag. It's ruining the environment. So I go to the cloth bag last year. And then somebody yells at me, what the hell did you do this cloth bag for? It sucks. And I'm like, okay, we're back to the plastic bag, So whatever.
I do like the cloth
prefer
bag,
plastic.
but they're more durable. The cloth bags are. It feels a little more keepsakey than yeah.
Yeah.
You're not getting that this year, Carrie. So sorry.
I know. As long as I can get all my rest of my stuff, I'm happy.
Yep,
I'm great.
And this is all behind the scenes stuff. You don't want to hear. So this year, there's always like a theme to the show. There's a theme to the show, though I didn't mean it to be this way. This year, it's kind of like a biker theme. I don't know how it happened because, as we all know, I'm walking around my leather chaps and riding Harleys. Yeah. That's me. I had the guy that did Lobo is Simon Bisley. Everyone knows he's Lobo. Lobo's in the new Supergirl movie. That was just coincidence because I had that guy coming. Then I booked Ron Perlman, who I'm thinking is Hellboy, but everyone's telling me he was on some Sons of Anarchy show, which I never watched in my life because I don't like motorcycle shows. So there's that theme. And then there was another motorcycle thing going on. And I go, oh, so I made one pin, which was I got a piece of clip art of a motorcycle because I can draw, but I can't draw a motorcycle. It's very hard. It's like a horse. It's hard to draw. So I put Captain TerrifiCon on it, and I sent the button to the printer place, whatever they make the pins, and I took the front tire out and put a rocket in there because it was supposed to be like a flying motorcycle, Yeah. So I approved the proof that didn't have a tire. Then when they come back from the guy, he put a tire into the pin. I go, that's not what I approved. He goes, yeah, we thought it was odd that the motorcycle had no front tire. I go, dude, it's got a rocket engine. It's supposed to be a motorcycle. So he made all these pins, and I was pissed about that stuff. And little tiny things like this happen, but behind the scenes drama. But no one cares but me. But you'd be surprised the amount of screaming that goes on.
No, I can believe that.
Cares.
Yeah, nobody cares. My wife goes, no one will ever notice that crap. Oh, and then I said I wanted Captain TerrifiCon on a flying motorcycle like Lobo. I actually bought one somewhere. Here, look at this. I bought this stupid toy to make it look like Captain TerrifiCon. So I was using this as a model. So I drew one, and I didn't like it. And I had this local artist draw one. Well, he comes back, and it looked like I didn't see it. But I sent it around to everybody to get feedback. The first thing I got back was he's riding a giant penis. I was like, now that you say that, I can't unsee it. And if I ever send you the original, because it was this long, pointy motorcycle rocket thing with a big engine in the back. And once you see it, you go, oh my God, it's a giant schlong. He's riding a giant silver schlong. So my wife goes, oh shit, you can't sell that to kids. I go, maybe. So we had to take it back. And there's been a couple of revisions of the flying penis thing.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
You just call up Javier Salteres and be like,
I mean, if it were, it worked in Little Mermaid. That's all I'm saying.
I bet it would have sold though. That's my big thing. I was like, I bet the flying.
I bet you it would too because of looking like that. People would buy
and then the fact that we didn't see that, and one of my security guys see it. My other security guy goes, "You only see what you want to see," and that was a whole weird thing.
No.
He wants to see giant silver penises with rockets.
Sure. Sure he does.
So that happened.
That's it.
You know, this is the behind the scenes stuff that you don't know about.
Well,
but before the show, we were talking about panels.
Yes,
and
Yes.
you were bringing up the Spider-Man panel.
Yes, I did that back in when we were in the old convention center. Had to be 2017. I had, J.M. DeMatteis, Dan Slott, Roger Stern, two other ones that were there too.
Jurgens?
It might have been Jurgens. It was like every guy who had written Spider-Man since like 1975, and I just happened to look down and go, "Wait a minute, Spider-Man. Holy crap! This is like the entire 50-year history of Spider-Man right in one room." And we got them all on a panel, and I called it The Amazing Spider-Man, and they all talked about the different versions of their character and how it changed over the years and which one sucked and which one didn't. Because I even had some of the clone guys there, you know. But yeah,
Poor Jurgens.
So like I said, and the best one we did was the death of Robin, and I never knew
Yes.
this story. Were you at that one when it turned
I
out
was.
to be
I have been telling people the
Jim
story
Starlin?
about how beautifully unhinged Bernie, not Bernie. It was Denny
Denny
O'Neil
O'Neil was nuts. Yeah.
So to this day, I still laugh and I do my best. Bernie just no, I keep saying Bernie. My bad.
Denny,
Denny
Bernie
just. Are there any Warner Brothers representatives in the room? Pauses. I'm like, no, they're good. These mother, and he just goes.
Oh yeah,
off.
he went off on it, and the funnier thing is, it was a call in. I don't know if you guys remember this, but you had to call a 800 or 900 number.
Yeah.
And they voted if Robin was going to live or die, and it was very close. It was like, I don't know, maybe like 50 votes. It wasn't like overwhelming one side or the other. So he was going to die. So they went ahead and Jim Starlin wrote it called Death in the Family. Mike DiCarlo worked on it, and a bunch of it. So they killed them off. But now the executives at Warner's or DC or whatever, the higher ups that don't read comic books, just look at the stock market. They said, what is this? Robin died? Yeah. Well, who the hell thought of that? Because he's on merchandise, he's on pajamas, he's on t-shirts, he's on toys. This is a money-making cash cow. What do you mean you killed Robin off? Who's responsible? So Denny took the heat and just said, "Oh no, I didn't do it. Jim Starlin did it." And Jim Starlin got fired for writing that story and got thrown out of DC Comics. And all this came out during the panel. And Starlin looks over at Denny and goes, "Wait, what? That's why I got let go?" He goes, "Oh yeah, we were looking for a scapegoat. We picked you." And he's like,
"Holy shit!"
It was so good.
It was 72 votes, by the way.
Yes, he was that close. Yeah.
God.
But if that didn't happen, Starlin goes back to work at Marvel because he needs a job, and then he starts writing the Infinity Gauntlet, which becomes the Thanos thing, and which is the basis of the movie. So everything works out for a reason. But when you look at the history of it, you go, "How screwed up was that?" You know?
Well, but like you said, you know, everything worked out. I mean, that's comic book history 101. You know, without that, we wouldn't have had Jason Todd Red Hood, which became a thing with Dawn.
Yeah, so it's all part of the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
that Nightwing was great, you know, like
yeah, you know, it's but yeah, that's one of the best. I still laugh at how Denny went off like a full minute cursing everybody he could think of at Warner Brothers for the show.
Well, the worst thing was there was little kids in the front row dressed like Robin and Batman costumes. And Tim Seeley was on that because he was writing Grayson at the time.
Right.
And he goes, all I did was look out at the audience and see these like 8-year-old kids. First off, they're hearing the mother F word and F word from all these old guys on the podium.
Right.
And then you can see the little kids like tears starting to form in their eyes as they're going, "I hated Robin. It was a stupid character. I'm glad we killed him right then and there." Like, what? Robin died? What?
Oh, no.
Right.
Yeah, that was.
My God.
It's like saying it's like someone saying, "Yeah, Santa went to AA." Like, you know, you didn't know that?
You didn't know
That
that?
is like the most amazing train wreck ever, guys.
Yeah.
That is like an epic train wreck that I need.
We've had some good ones.
I need to subject myself to this train wreck.
MJ,
Yes.
MJ, Grandpa Denny was great. He was
he was a good
one. Really?
Oh, he was a
I'm
class
sad.
act. Listen, the funny thing is, if you got a chance to stand online and meet him, he was the nicest person. Whatever you brought him, he would sign, even if it was like, and I know because I did this, even if it was the adaptations of Batman Forever or Batman and Robin. Oh, he'll sign them. He wrote them.
Really?
No problem.
Oh.
You know who wouldn't sign it if Denny signed it?
Who?
Neil Adams.
That's fair.
Really?
I had, oh yeah, they still hated each other. I had the Green Arrow, Green Lantern omnibus of the the Heroes on the High Road or whatever the hell it's called. Whatever.
Yep.
And Denny signed it first. That was my big mistake. So Denny signs the inside. I go over to Neil. I say, "Hey Neil, could you sign my book?" He opens it up. He sees Denny's name. He closes the book and signs the dust jacket. I go, "What the hell are you doing?" He goes, "I will never put my name near that man's name, and he knows why." Two old men fighting about crap. So I go back to Denny and I said, "What's the story, man? What's up?" He goes, "If I had my way, I'd punch Neil Adams right in the face because he ruined the story about Speedy being on heroin." And I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes,
"What are you talking about?"
The story was done. Speedy was addicted to heroin. Speedy's he's the Green Arrow's sidekick. And that's the story. But Neil didn't like how it ended, so Neil added his own page to the end of the story where the Green Arrow cures his heroin addiction by punching him in the face. That's how he did it. A little tough love, like, "Come here, you little punk, get off the smack," poof, and punches him out. It's like, "I'm sorry, I won't take any more heroin." And Denny, who was a recovering alcoholic and stuff, was so mad because he goes, "That's not how you cure addiction." But that's how Neil cured it in the story, and he ruined the whole, storyline. And that's the straw that broke the camel's back, and that's why the two going at each other.
And it was just that's it, just from then on. Oh my god!
Yeah, they
all it takes.
So can you have one like if he would have hidden his signature, if he hadn't seen it, he would
if I
have
had covered it up. I
should have went to Neil first.
Would have done the casual lean. Like,
when we're doing panels this year, I want you guys to look at my guest list and find which guys are the most antagonistic and think might get in a street brawl right there on stage. And that's the one we're going to go with because we want TerrifiCon to be the kick-ass panel.
So what I'm hearing is
NHL game.
So what I'm hearing is it's like celebrity death match, but with comic book creators.
We've had the celebrity death match guy at the show, the guy that created
the same. We had him last year.
Oh,
but
there was a panel you did a couple years ago. It was like the death of comics in the 90s. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. And I forgot who was on the panel, but they just bashed just like everybody during the
okay, I think it was the editors, now that I recall. See, those are the, like I said, again, you don't want that puff panel like a PR thing where they just read a press release like, "Oh, this is what's coming out in Spider-Man, this was coming out." You can read that in your comic shop news or whatever. It's just a little 2-paragraph and they take some questions. I like to get the ones that really stir the bee's nest up a little bit, that they talk about afterwards. They'll watch it on your show, and maybe you guys have recorded the panel and people go, "Did you hear what so-and-so said?" Like Chaikin's great. Howard's always good for a couple of sound bites, no matter what happens, And
Harry, tell him. Oh God, I love this story.
So here's the evolution of me and Howard Chaykin. I first recorded him when you did him and Monty Keene with the
old school, new school. That was one of mine. That was mine. Just to piss him off.
It was and it pissed him off. And like there was a good 10 minutes of B footage before Marty actually made it there.
Marty
where
got
Howard
lost. He didn't show up on time. I know.
Yeah, and Howard was just going off. And I unfortunately was not that familiar with his work. And he starts off with like, "How many of you only know me from Star Wars?" And for the viewers that don't know why he's asking this,
that's not good.
When he wrote the Star Wars comics, it saved Marvel Comics. It sold like 6 million comics, and he made 1,800. Oh yeah, sorry, he drew it, but it was written from his panels that he got from the movie set sent to him, and it's a very strange story. But he made $1,800 off of it,
Yes.
and got any residuals. So he's very bitter about people who know him as the Star Wars guy.
Yes.
So he's asking all these questions. I'm like, I'm just here to record this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get involved. And there was like oh, you're one of those people that was brought to me, and I was like, yes, I'm one of those people. We're getting this out there. But so I was terrified of Howard Chaykin. I'm just like, oh my god, because he has personality.
Oh yeah,
you know,
he's got chutzpah. Yeah.
and
I remember people. I sit at his table at Baltimore sometimes just to bullshit with him, and people would come by with Star Wars 1, and they'd slide it, and he'd sign it, and then they go, "Could you write like May the Force be with you?" He goes, "Go F yourself," and he slams it back at him. I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" You know, he just like yells at people. They're like, "Could you draw Darth Vader?" He goes, "Fuck you!" And I'm like, "What? Stop it! There's customers. You can't do that."
Yeah. I started following. I started following him after that. Sorry. I started following him after that, and like he loves all this great music, you know, and
Broadway shows,
like Broadway shows, the classic American music, you know, all the different like all the old stuff. So I was prepared the next year. I'm like, I want to meet Howard Chaykin, and I want to make a good impression on him, because by that time I'd read like all of his stuff. I'd ordered copies in so I could go get them signed and stuff. And he's walking by our booth, and I'd bought him the first of a trilogy of books that are. It's this guy who organizes like old timey music into different collections and stuff like that, and it was autographed. And so I got it to him, and I was just like, I just wanted to give you this, you know. And I was like, first I would like to ask for if I can do an interview with you, but you get the gift regardless. And time didn't work out. But I gave him this book, and he was just like, "Oh, this is great." And I was like, "Oh," because I was like, "Open it," and then I was like, "Open it more," and he saw the autograph, and I got a Howard Chaykin hug, and I was just like, "Oh my goodness!" And so then I had been talking to him on Facebook, and he didn't realize that on Facebook I was who I was, and I'm hurrying up. So we go to do his panel and stuff, and I talked to him about singing, and we went to go do the interview, but they were already tearing down him and Dean and Maudie and everybody. But he sang to me, like camera. He just like sang. I was just like, oh, we lost Mitch.
What did you do?
I did
yes,
not.
By the way, Dylan, it was awesome. I was just like.
I recorded it, Carrie. I was there. I know.
Oh my god! Yeah, Drew got a recording. He sang two songs.
Yeah, MJ, just check the TerrifiCon thing.
He must have been here. We're back. I don't know what that was. Howard heard you and just shut me down.
But yeah, so I got Howard singing. He sang two songs to me, and Drew got one of them recorded. And then this is the weirdest thing. I was talking to my mother, and this is the most latest thing, and then we'll stop. But I was pointing out different people that I'd talked to her about in comics, like Keith Champagne I play cribbage against, and Dean has this thing, and Howard I was like talking about how I gave him that book, and a bunch of different people and stuff, and I'm showing her pictures, and my mother decides she's going to play matchmaker, even though every single one of them is married. And
Howard's been married 3 times already.
So. Yeah, well she went through, and out of everybody, like Keith Champagne was far too young for me, even though he's 5 years older than I am, but he's got that baby face going strong, you know. But my mother chose Howard Chaykin to be, if I ever get involved with someone in the comic book community, that I should definitely be dating Howard Chaykin. So
did you tell him that?
No, I told her that he was 2 years older than she was, but it was one of those like, well, he seems like a nice guy though. So I'm like, well, he's married. Don't want to like disrupt that. That would make him a not so nice guy. But yeah, so that's that. Anyway, so this is but all it's been brought about because of TerrifiCon and me being like terrified of the man, and then needing to butter him up, and then I'm suddenly supposed to date him.
Carrie, but that's the thing that's the best part about conventions is that anything can really happen. Like it's Halloween, Christmas, and Vegas all rolled into one.
Especially at the casino.
That's a really good analogy there, Jar.
Thank you, Jar. I every once in a moment the random wires in my brain all connect to form a cognitive thought, and then it's just pop culture references and bullshit. And probably some pizza. MJ, I know you're shaking your head like it's true. I've been there. But that's the best thing is that, and I tell people like, you gotta go in with this is what I'm here to do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spend money. I'm gonna have a great time. You know, just go there to have fun. You know,
going raw.
Hoorah! Yeah, hoorah!
No,
you
raw,
know, and
raw.
Just be open to whatever could happen. I mean, who knows? You can end up in a contest, end up winning a Millennium Falcon Lego, right, Jar?
Oh, that's happened. I see that every time I see that $850 Lego set. I go, that son of a bitch, Jeremy won that thing.
Every time I do, listen. Every time I debut a new,
I felt like I was stealing.
Right, MJ, what were we saying?
I said every time I debut a new cosplay, it's been a terrific con because last year I debuted my Gambit. Last year. And this year I'm working on Sergeant Calhoun. So it's a full armor.
Nice.
Sergeant Calhoun from Wreck-It Ralph. And I'm hoping to
Oh
premiere
my
that.
God. What?
Yes.
Yo, that's gonna be so good.
I didn't want to say anything till I was further along, but now I feel comfortable. That's where I intend to debut.
Is your sidekick gonna be your Fix-It Felix? Because I would die.
Yes,
That's
he is.
cool.
He really is. I know. And also, I bought like a faux leather black like long sleeve dress, and we're gonna get him the Fix-It Felix like the party outfit for the after party.
I feel, you know what? Now I feel like really tempted to pull together a Wreck-It Ralph, just to do it because
with the blue,
I've got the John C. Right
and,
attitude.
Yeah.
So Steven's literally he's going to do Fix-It Felix, and I'm doing Sergeant Calhoun. I'm building the armor. You know what I mean? I'm doing that.
You know what you got to do? You have to have him see a villain that's down on their feet and he hits it, and then it's like, why do I fix everything that I touch?
I'm going to try. I'm going to also later on this year, maybe for next year, I want to put an application to be featured cosplayers.
All right, why not?
I'm trying to build
I've got 2 or 3 that are going to be up. I just haven't put them up yet because I haven't made the graphic yet.
Yeah.
People are like, "Hey, how come I haven't been announced yet?" I go, "Because I've been busy."
Because there's a lot of people.
I
He's
just
a
think it'd be
working man.
something.
Wait your turn.
And I've been building. I've been building longer than I've been suiting up, and my props like went from my Gambit staff. It glows. My cards glow. Like I build like 90% of it.
Somebody last year, she's actually in the TV commercial. I threw her in there. She was Jubilee, and she had like these little like paper tissue things, and she had lights in them. So when she did her hands, it looked like Jubilee stuff. I thought that was
Yeah,
cool.
the
So
plasmids.
if you watch the 30-second commercial, she's in towards the end. I go, oh,
nice.
Well, yeah, I do lighting and things like that. For Gambit stuff, when it's not on, it just looks like a regular pipe. And when I turn it on, you see it light up, and I have it to where if I need, I can disconnect it if I need to put it down and whatnot. It's
I think the thing that always blows my mind is, no event is ever perfect. There's always, little things that people fuss. But I just feel like sometimes, like, I've been so much more vocal when I see something being critical. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Why don't you organize a convention, figure out the guests, like all these things, and then, like, I will never complain, Mitch, one, because I've worked at conventions. I've worked at support staff, so I know, like, the struggling, like a single mom working 3 jobs to pay the rent. It's a lot. Like it's theater rules. A lot goes on behind the scenes to make the show look that good.
Oh yeah.
I
always like. I was gonna. Sorry, I always like.
Yeah,
the
you're right.
Comments. Like everyone goes, "Don't fight with the internet," but I can't stop it. It is what it is. So I'll work on something, I'll post it, and then some jackass just throws something up, and I go, "Hey man, and everyone's like, "Don't do it, don't engage." I'm like, F you, and I go back at him. I go, "Hey, yeah, what about this?" And they go,
"Oh my gosh!"
And people are
come
like,
on, Mitch, you've seen Gremlin. Don't feed the Mogwai. Come on, man. And you get the whole town overrun.
It would honestly, like you said, when you work hard on it, it's almost like you have a kid, and someone goes, "Boy, your kid's ugly." You're like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And you
thank you.
Thank you. I'm from New Haven. We don't take shit from little, especially especially the world that we live in now. I go, listen, buddy, go back to your mom's basement and get a job, or go get your whatever the hell you're doing. You couldn't do what I do for a second, bitch.
I think that's my favorite thing is you see these people saying these things, and for me, I'm like, okay, this is one. I would never say this to someone, so I don't know why you think it's okay to say it.
Oh, because they have no manners anymore. That's long gone. The internet destroyed any decency that was left in the world. I like these jackasses. Oh, here, you want an elephant in the room? My show is the same weekend as a big corporate show that's about 130 miles north of me called Boston Fan Expo.
Right.
What are you going to do? There's only 52 weekends in a year. I ain't doing it on Christmas. I ain't doing it on Easter, and I'm not doing it on this day or that day.
Right.
And the Mohegan Sun has other events besides me, and I have this thing 5 years out. We sit down with a calendar, and we go, okay, you're going to do this date, and you're going to do this date, and this date, this date. Well, I used to be at the end of July, but then San Diego Comicon moved to that, and that prevented half my comic guests from coming because they were all in San Diego on the other side of the country. So I moved back a week. Oh, well, okay, now you got a week. And then you got it's so close to San Diego. I'll be so exhausted. I won't be able to. Then a lot of dealers are like, I can't get all my stuff shipped from San Diego to Connecticut because it's on the other side of the country. So there's all these logistical things going on, So, all right, we'll give it 2 weeks notice. We put it back 2 weeks. Well, then some other shows that weekend. Well, I can't control what their schedule is. And there's never a perfect weekend anymore. Now that COVID's over and everybody's back to normal, there are more conventions than I've ever seen before. Not all of them are terrific, but some of them suck. Some suck ass, and that's the truth. But everybody's vying for people's attention, and you're trying to do a good job. You're trying to make a good quality, low cost event for people to go to. I don't gouge people on the prices and shit, and free parking. And people always laugh. Why do you say that? I go, hey, guess what, ass? Go to New York Comic-Con, pay $100 to park your car.
Thank you.
Go to Boston, go pay $50 or $60. Go to Mohegan, it's $0. That $30 or $40 you just saved, that's your lunch, that's an action figure, that's a comic book, that's a T-shirt, that's a toy,
dinner.
And you know what?
It adds up.
Those 5 vendors that you named, those 5 food vendors.
Yeah.
I bought something from every year. I bought the fudge.
Dude,
I bought every year.
The fudge is what keeps me going for 3 days. I literally walk by the fudge guy, I go, hook me up, bitch. And he gives me like a bunch of fudge. And I'm literally down in that sugar high. I mean, I checked my phone. I walk like 40 or 50,000 steps because I'm wired on sugar, man.
And my sidekick there, Stephen, he often cosplays with me. He goes, I'm walking down, so I'll be one character one day, right? And I'll do another one, sometimes 2 in a day. And these people just keeps giving me all this.
No, man. I love that stuff. I mean, literally, I'm wired on root beer and sugar and jerky.
So good.
Got to get that jerky protein in you. You got to
jerky, because I don't know. I was
30 grams of protein.
An hour ago.
That's right.
Like it was Baroness, and then everyone will come back as Catwoman. They don't care.
I think the other thing, like, it's funny because I was just thinking about this, and I realized, Mitch, a compliment to you, like, TerrifiCon feels like it's like a weekend summer camp. Like,
it does.
You go back, and you go back, you see new people, fine, but then you see some of the same people you saw last year, like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. How are you? You have a lot of similar vendors.
All you YouTube folks out there, you have your own community, because I watch all these things after the show's over because I missed 90% of all this. I see what you guys, through your eyes, I see what the show was like, honestly. And I see people like, oh, we met this guy from Lunch Money Comics. We met this guy from Broke Comics. We met 3 Minute Basement, this, that. And they literally meet up once a year, like a family reunion, and they all get together and they hang out. They go to the casino, they go out to dinner, they go out to breakfast, they meet in the lobby afterwards, and they're hanging out with Scott Snyder or whoever the comic creator is. Simonson's eating breakfast with some of these guys, and they're like in seventh heaven, And I'm like, hey, that's great. If I could facilitate this, putting the show on, putting the tent over the roof, and they're all coming in and mingling, I don't have any control over that, but it's very enjoyable and satisfying to see people having fun without spending money on big autographs from movie stars or getting artwork for thousands of dollars or a comic book for $5,000. This is like free. You can't put a price on hanging out with your friends and making
True.
memories and talking about it for years afterwards and go, hey, remember when we did this and we went to the slot machines and you won $20 and we went to the Ben and Jerry's and had a sundae. I mean, it's little stuff, but it means a lot. You know, it's like creating memories and things and, you know, phone stuff, like the little selfies and shit. So, you know, that's a fringe benefit of the show. That's just something that happens. So it's like summer camp.
Speaking of that,
Yes.
Mitch, what is, you know, I know you get very limited time during the con, but what is your favorite memory from all these cons?
Oh my God. Every year there's always one. Last year, my favorite memory, well, two, Ki Kwan showed up. And when he was at my first show 10 years earlier, he was just the guy that was in Temple of Doom and Goonies and hadn't worked in 30 something years.
Yep.
Now he showed up because he made good on his promise. He's like, oh, I'll come back one day. And I called him. I say, it's been 10 years. You want to show up? And he shows up, flies in Friday, does the show, goes home on Sunday. Academy Award winning Ki Kwan. I go, what the hell? That was a great moment. So that's one of the toppers. What were you going to say?
I got to have lunch with him that first time that he was
Remember
there.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like sitting with him in the green room. I'm just like, oh my God, dude from Goonies. Like, this is really cool. Like, we didn't really talk or anything, but I was just like, and now I'm just like, I had lunch with him.
That I know. And whenever I chat with him, I'll send him a message if his autobiography's coming out. I'm like, am I in it? He's like, oh no. And then he always feels bad that I go, it's okay. I was just joking, you know. But he's a great guy. And last year I got to do one of the panels. I did the Karen Allen one because I'm a Raiders guy. I love Raiders Lost Ark and all their stuff. So I said, I'm doing this one. They're like, yeah, but no. I'm paying the bills. I'm doing this one. So that was my 1 hour with Karen Allen. The people just happened to be in the room, but it was just me and her talking. And I'm just sitting there going, oh, Karen Allen, I scared you when I was 14 years old. Oh, the things I thought about. If you knew, you would be sitting next to me. That's for damn sure.
Listen, one of ours got to meet her, and he was just over the moon because she just called him. She just rattled off, called him Lumpy, and she was like, she called me Lumpy, and I'm like, I understand. I'm a Raiders fan too. That would have set me off. Yeah, again, these little moments, like literally.
That was from Scrooge, by the way, not Raiders.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot. You're right. I mean, I did the same thing.
I've been stalking her longer than you. True.
Shut up, Rich. No, it's funny because I misquoted her from, I think, Animal House, like recently. So I'm like, the dementia's setting in. Guys, I need a reboot. But we were at Leo's because, again, that's our tradition after we recover from an intense day at TerrifiCon. Like boot camp and Black Friday all at once.
It really
I will literally sit and record everybody's like favorite moments. One, because they'll forget because this is a very ADD group and it's just a bunch of goldfish wearing glasses. But literally I saw the ones from last year and I was like, oh my God, like, and I think I said to Kara, like, we did a lot of stuff last year. Like, we had a lot of cool moments. And it wasn't just, oh, hey, I did something. I was like, Leo did that. Carrie did that. MJ did that. Jar did that. He knew John Wesley Shipp by name. Yeah. MJ just looked great. MJ just looked great as Gambit. Carrie got sang to. Leo recorded stuff, you know, had a meltdown, still recorded, kept it together.
I got to do an interview with Keith.
But
it was so much fun.
But
I got to interview Keith Williams. I was just so excited.
Yeah, she was over the moon. But
I was just gonna say also I survived because don't forget, as we're loading in, I went into AFib. Yeah, so I had AFib.
Oh my God, you did?
Yeah,
he did.
Why am I just finding out about this?
Because he doesn't talk to anyone. Well, you got to pull the truth out of him.
Oh my.
I try to text with Leo, and it's like pulling teeth.
He's very monosyllabic, and then his if he had an action figure, one of the phrases would be, "Oh, my bad."
Oh, Jesus Christ, Leo! I didn't know that. Hey, man, that was like, was it 3-4 years ago? I had the torn retina and was going blind in this eye.
What?
2 weeks before the show. Oh yeah, no one knew about it. I was filming the commercials up north. It was the one, I think it was the one where I was dressed as Captain America or one of those. I can't remember. So I'm in New Hampshire filming some TV ads we were doing, and I kept seeing like these black little spots in front of my eye. I thought they were like fruit flies. I kept brushing them away, and there was nothing there. And then as the day went on, it started getting more like dark in my eye, like black ink in my eye. And I was like, what is going on here? Is anyone else seeing this? And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'd close my eye and this would be fine, but then I'd open this and be all black. So I come home, I drive back 3.5 hours, and it's like total blackness at this point. I get up in the morning. I don't know what's happening. I'm like, I don't know. So I go to my eye doctor, and he goes, oh, yeah, okay. You want to go to this other guy across town. Why? I just want a second opinion. So I go to the second opinion, and mind you, this is 2.5 weeks before the TerrifiCon. And the guy goes, well, you have a retinal tear. That black stuff is blood. You're hemorrhaging in your eye. If I don't patch it up with a laser beam and seal it up, you're going to lose your eyesight. And I go, when are you doing this procedure? He goes, in about 10 minutes. I go, why? He goes, because if I don't close that up in a couple minutes, you're going to go blind forever. I go, what? Wow. So they put this thing in my eye.
Oh my God.
Orange. So I couldn't blink, and they shoot a laser into my eye, and you just saw the brightest white light ever. For about 15 minutes, they cauterized the back of my retina. And then they didn't tell me that one of the side effects is you'll be temporarily blind for a day. So I come home, and once the drugs wore off the eye, every little bit of light was like somebody shoved a knife in my eye. So I'm literally in a closet in the bedroom with no light, crying because there's so much pain in the eye. So I could not move my head for a solid week. I had to sit in a chair, could not look at any internet, no phone, he wanted no movement. I had to sleep sitting up like this and just staring straight ahead at a white wall for one solid week as my eye healed, because he didn't want my head to put pressure on it. My kid Owen ran the internet, ran all the posts, and Sharon was answering emails. No one knew about it. No, Mohegan didn't know. Wow. None of my staff didn't know. The only people knew were my wife and kids, that I was like recuperating for eye surgery. So I show up at the TerrifiCon a week or so later, and I'm so glad I didn't go blind, and I'm like super cautious on everything. And then somebody said, why do you keep wearing those sunglasses? I'm like, well, I got to tell you a little secret. And they're like, what the hell? What do you mean you were hemorrhaging and your retina was blown out? I was like, well, shit happens, but what are you going to do? Things are going to keep going. So this year, I hope to get spontaneous human combustion right there in the show. Explode in flames.
If Mitch, it was going to happen to anybody, it absolutely would be you. At least if you start combusting.
I'll walk it off. I'll just walk it off. I'll just be like, it's okay.
Well, just remember, in true Fantastic Four fashion, if you start getting, you're like, all right, flame on.
Flame on. Yeah. Oh,
flame on.
Jesus God, Leo.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, again, Mitch.
God damn it.
With resting leave us face.
That's so
bad. Well, I mean, you know, the thing is, we definitely got to thank him for his show, because that's how the Cheery Goth is on the show now.
Yes.
You know, because that's our first.
There we go.
Is this going to happen every time?
Because I was such.
It's just what goes
Mitch,
on.
I have no idea. This is like,
it was weird because
your explosive energy.
Yeah, man.
I was true. So I was a stalker. Well, I say stalker, I was a viewer of Splash Pages for a long time. Okay.
I'm a stalker. It works.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, it was funny because like I said, I was building. I was often building. So usually when I was building a cosplay, whatnot, these was what the voice I was hearing, you know. And like, oh, they're gonna be at TerrifiCon. I'm like, no fucking way. They're like, yeah, I'm like, oh hell yeah. And so I went over. And I'm like, hi. And I was like, to be fair though, I apologize in advance. I mean, it was crazy because I had way too much caffeine that morning.
All right, who did you talk to? Because I'm trying to remember this. Was it Lee or Jar or Carrie or me?
It was Carrie, because Carrie was matching my weird energy. So she and I clicked immediately.
Uh-huh.
I saw Carrie first.
Okay.
And then Leo was just coming back. I met Leo then, and then I think I met you last. No.
That's fine.
Yeah, no. I like that. Because you had gone, well, you would come back to doing something where it's like, you know, guys are doing everything at TerrifiCon.
Yes.
Let's be real. So
yeah, we follow the Mitch method in our show. We will do everything, and Mitch, just letting you know, we might get red plastic fire hats. We're gonna save one for you. You'll be the fire chief. Just because,
and that was like
everyday fire every day.
It was just
Go
bang,
on,
go,
Jay.
like, yeah. And so that's the first year, right? And we're chatting and whatnot, kept going back and forth. Then the
Got my first
yeah,
fan. We took pictures.
yes,
She was like, "I'm a fan." I'm like, "Yeah, fan."
I was so happy. I was such I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I'm like, I'm an idiot. I don't care. I'm a nerd, so I don't care. So I just, and then that's when I first met all of you, like in person, or because I've been watching for ages. And then the year after, I'm like, hi guys. I was just like so happy to see everybody. It's literally like you become quickly so close, so quickly, even though you be 1,000 miles apart.
That's true. That's true.
And
Jeremy and I gave him one of my kidneys. How's that doing, dude?
Yeah.
I think
It's still kicking.
Literally kicks his ass
because
all the time.
I literally see Jeremy the most because he's closer and we attend all the same
Yeah,
cons.
we get to see each other at Northeast and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I call you, MJ. And so you just usually I'm just this voice on your speakerphone. So literally it's like I'm this male oracle for you. Just all right, you go left. No, I said left. Do you have any other way to go left? So
It's the voice in my head, which is
You're stealing my
kind of
spot.
disturbing.
yeah,
I
but
have a question. Leo, do you have any hard-hitting, controversial questions that will make a good soundbite? I was on another show the other day, and the guy was throwing. I said, "Do you just want like good 20-second little clips to put on your little Instagram thing?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, go ahead." And he was like saying this. I was like, "I don't give a shit." And he's like loving it. I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever, buddy. Whatever."
fuck off.
Maybe get him a lot of clicks. I don't know. You know who I'm talking about, Jeremy. Velvet Joker himself, Rich Davis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I want this, I want that. I go, baby, whatever you want. I don't care. It's your dime. I'll dance to it. So ask me something, Leo. What do you want to know? Cholesterol? It's 103.
How many guests do you have left to announce?
You know what? I'm going to reveal some of the people you won't be seeing at the show because I don't know what the hell happened, and I don't care. We were in discussions. We were emailing each other back and forth. And then I don't know about you people, but there's a sense of pride I have. If I email you like 4 or 5 times and you don't get back to me,
moving on.
I'm not hard up for a date. You know what I'm saying? I'm
right.
like, yeah, it's your loss. Oh, wait, you mean you could have come to a nice resort in the hills of Connecticut, all expenses paid, and made thousands of dollars and gone home that weekend? That sounds like a pretty good opportunity. If somebody offered that to me, I'd take it up.
Yeah,
so,
for sure, absolutely.
So if anybody's out there, friends with the manager of Mr. Vincent D'Onofrio, you can ask what happened, because the guy, I wrote to him, his manager, his booking manager.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Is Vincent free?" He goes, "Yeah." And Vincent doesn't live that far from where we are.
Right.
And Daredevil season 3 had wrapped. He had no other shows he was going to. He had no other plans that the man knew of. And he said he's open. So, okay. So I said, "Do you want my contract? Because I have like a boilerplate and I put the name in, or do you want to use yours?" Nothing. So then the guy goes, "Well, is there anybody else on my roster you want?" I said, "There's other people there, but I don't want them. I want Vincent." Okay. Week goes by. "Hey, do you want me to send you that, or am I waiting on your contract, or are you waiting on mine?" Crickets. Next thing, "Hey, it's me again. Don't want to be a pest or a stalker, but what are we doing here? What are we doing? Because I got to announce this guy. I gotta sell tickets. You know, I need a ramp up time." Nothing. So after the third one, I finally wrote, "Look, I don't know what's going on at your end. I don't know if you're still." Then I started asking other agents if this guy was alive, because you don't know. I mean, he could have got hit by a bus. I'm like, "Hey, is this guy right?" They, "Oh no, he has a habit of not getting back to people." Like, okay, whatever. I'm moving on. Then there's another famous writer for Marvel, and he was at DC, but now he's going back to Marvel, connected with Daredevil, was announcing that he was going to be on going to be here on other shows. And people were writing to me and going, "Oh, I was just watching Word Balloon, and so-and-so said he's coming to TerrifiCon." News to me, because I'm the guy. Right. And I go, "I didn't know that." So then I reached out, and he said, "Oh yeah, I got the weekend open, and I'm planning on coming." Okay. "What do you need from me?" Because like I said, I have to buy the flights and all that. Right. Because of the stupid war, the gas prices went up. And with the gas prices went up, the flights went up. So like I said, I'm trying to save money. So I would say, could you please pick a flight so I can save some money here, because every day, literally, I had flights went from $1,600 to $2,000 to $3,000 all in the span of a week.
Agreed.
Because they were wasting their time, and they don't care. It's not their money; it's my money. What do they give a shit? Oh, sorry, you got to spend an extra $1,000. Too bad, bitch. So I'm like, what the hell? So back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I need this, fine. I need this, fine. And I'm like, okay, everything's set. What are we doing? Nothing. Haven't heard back from the guy in about 5 weeks now. And I gave up. I said, you know what? I'm not doing this. I had 2 rooms set aside for him at the hotel. I'm like, fuck it. Just let him go. Sell him to somebody that wants to be at the show. I don't care. But that's the type of stuff I run into. So you won't see D'Onofrio. You won't see Brian Michael Bendis, because that was the guy who said he was coming, and I don't know what the hell happened to him. I hope he's okay. I hope there's nothing that happened. But I'd like to know, it's a communication thing, or mutual respect. I'm trying to do what you want. You're trying to. I don't know what happened. So
Bendis.
Yeah, I thought it showed to him when he was on too.
He is hard as hell to do. It's not that he's hard to deal with. He's hard to book because the way his life works, and with teaching, with everything, but he should have gotten back to you.
I don't know what happened. And we got 43 days left to the show. I mean, technically, I could still book a flight.
I do know people who are waiting to get in on. So
the closer you get, the more the prices of the flights go up. So it's to the point where it's like, am I really going to spend $5,000 on this? I mean, is it? It is. It's a business. I got to sell tickets to recoup the money. So.
I'm assuming you fly first class, because I'm flying like.
Yeah, he's way on the West Coast.
Right. Okay. All right. From Nebraska, I end up. I spend like 2 or 3 months rent in order to go to TerrifiCon, but I'm getting the foot pass, which if you guys want, foot pass is sold out, but go to the TerrifiCon site to order your passes, because there are a lot of places that you can order them from if they happen to be near you, or a way that you can get them.
Yeah, you can
get. You don't have to pay extra fees. Yeah.
Yeah, forget Ticketmaster, and that's another thing too. I'm sorry, I don't. If you could go ask Taylor Swift, we don't have control over Ticketmaster. The fees that they charge, I don't get a friggin' penny of that stuff, and I have no idea the rhyme or reason on how they do this. Like, it's a percentage of the ticket, and they charge 25% extra for a convenience fee. Whatever. I don't know. They never give me a straight answer. I don't see the money. I don't know what the hell they're charging. There's no ticket. They don't have to put it in the mail. Years ago when we were kids, they'd mail you tickets. Now they send you a code to your phone. There's no human involved. What are we doing here? Why are we spending money on postage and handling, or whatever the hell they're charging me for? So there's a lot of bullshit out there when it comes to this stuff,
Yeah, but you on your site, I mean, you don't provide like airplane discounts, obviously, because that's.
No.
I found a good flight, taking next to no time, doing really good coming out of Nebraska. But you do also offer like suggestions for hotels that do have discounts going for the time that people are there. So if you guys are looking into renting someplace when you're going, please go to the TerrifiCon
You know what
site.
people have been doing a lot lately? I found out vendors and a lot of fans, they go get these Airbnbs, I think, and they'll get like
fantastic.
They'll get like 6 or 7 people to stay in one hotel for the price of a hotel room for the week, and they all get their own bathrooms and their own shower and their kitchen, and it's awesome. Cool. And it's not that far from Mohegan. Mm-hmm. They drive over. Yeah. It's convenient, It's like, hey, man,
I did Airbnb.
Yeah. When I went with my wife, I used to get the Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great.
The Leo B&B is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We all love the Leo B&B.
Dude, I went to Italy last year. I mean, we stayed, my wife, my 2 sons, we stayed at Airbnbs in Rome and Venice and Florence. We did, what the hell? It's great. It's like being at someone's house, I like this stuff. Yeah. And I'm cheap. So there you go.
So who's been a pleasure to work with?
What's that?
Who has been like the best to work with? They're just like so easygoing. You've just been like, you know what? I don't even have to put any work into
this. Well, we all know I'm always going to say John Wesley Shipp because I've known him forever. He's been here like 7 or 8 times. The easiest, I'll tell you, the funniest ones are the funniest guests we ever had, or I have ever encountered, Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek, he's hysterical. Tom Welling
Yes.
cracked me up. Tom, he was, Clark on Smallville. He and I were in the back green room. He stuff that I don't say on the air, but he was telling me how to deal with crowds. Hysterical. I still use that, and it works. So if Tom Welling never hears it, thanks for that little bit of information on how to disperse a crowd. And it didn't have anything to do with fluctuation or anything like that. But it was very funny. Those two were very good. Sean Gunn is always one of my favorite people.
Sean Gunn was a really cool guy.
He's been here about 3 times. He'll be here next year because I haven't seen Sean in a while. There's some people on my phone here. I go, if this phone ever goes missing, people start looking at some of the numbers like, wait a minute, this guy knows this guy. How the hell? You can find Keanu Reeves' phone number in text on here, so don't take my phone. But Jim Lee's very easy to deal with. People are like, really? I'm like, yeah, I've got no problems. But then people tell me, well, there's difference because you're the guy that pays the bills, so people treat you a little differently than the other people. I go, nah, I don't know if that's not always true because I've been mistreated by a couple guests, even though I was paying for everything they had that weekend. So doesn't mean you're like, the king.
My family keeps getting mad at me for not making the connections that I should. Like, Mom's like, I told her the Keanu thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I would have to be at the hotel, like, at 7 o'clock in the morning, sitting somewhere in line for hours. And she's like, okay, don't do it. And then afterwards she was like, you could have gotten a picture with Keanu Reeves for me. And I'm like, we talked about it before. And she's like, oh.
You
could
have, because I was okay. It's water under the bridge. Mohegan didn't want anybody sleeping out because it's not a rock concert; it's a hotel, and they don't want people on the floor like it's a shelter or something. So they were like, "Do not have anybody line up." So I said explicitly, "Do not show up until 8 o'clock. I'm not going to count the 100 people till 8." But people don't listen. There was people there at 2 a.m. I was leaving the night before on Thursday at like 9, and there was people laying on the floor. I go, dude, get up. We're not doing that. No way. But they kept doing it, and security was calling me all night. Yeah, they were like, hey, man, you got people sleeping out here at 4 a.m. I'm like, God damn it. No one listens anymore.
No, they really
one guy posted a video. I stayed up for 20 hours and I couldn't move by the time I saw it. And he did this elaborate video, and he was looking for sympathy. And I wrote to him, I said, gosh, there's no sympathy for the stupid. He goes, what do you mean? I go,
damn.
Home and slept and showed up at 8 o'clock, and that's when I would pick on the beat. You didn't have to stay out there, Mr. Saint, Mr. Martyr, Mr. Oh, woe is me, being mythified. Your problem, So
something I really enjoyed, and like you're the biggest. Well, okay, you're not the biggest con I've gone to. You're the most frequent con I've gone to, and my favorite. Like I've done like the Planet Comic, and that's just ridiculously too big.
Yeah, I've heard it. Kansas City. It looks nice.
Yeah. You can't. It hurts to walk because it's all concrete. There's nowhere to. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
But I've had the accidental. Like there's some people where I'm like totally starstruck, right? But then there's other things where I'm like, oh, I interviewed that, or I saw that guy doing the panel, and I like Sean Patrick Flannery last year.
Sure.
I was just like, hey, Sean, and he was like, hey, it hadn't met me, just saw me recording his panel.
He's pretty normal.
Yeah. He comes walking over, and like one of the people that I'm seeing is like, you just said, hey, Sean, to Sean Patrick Flannery, and he came and talked to you. And I'm like,
he's got a funny joke.
Nice.
He's got a funny story. I'm going to tell you the story. I don't think he'll mind it. When he was auditioning for Boondock Saints, it was between him and a handful of other actors. And he said he got up to use the bathroom, a men's room. And he's at the urinal, and what's the Daryl guy's name that was in the movie?
Daryl Dixon.
Huh?
The
guy that's in Boondock Saints.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. I'm sorry. So Norman Reedus comes in, and Flannery's at the urinal doing his job, and Reedus comes, right next to him at the urinal next over, and looks over and just says, "Nice blank," and that just threw Flannery off his game, because that's not, I don't know if you ladies know this, but when we get together in men's room, we don't usually discuss our genitalia.
No, I
maybe later, but not at this time, except if it's Jeremy, because
I was going to say
Jeremy
we just put a
suddenly
point on
talked
the wall.
about Jeremy's bathroom available size, just kicked him right out. He's just like, I was going to talk about Jeremy and his. Oh, whoop, there goes Mitch.
Look at that. 18 and over.
Every time I get to a punchline.
He does, literally. It's every time.
So anyway, they go out to meet the director, and this is in the Sean. But when you're an actor, it's a very competitive thing. So they do that to throw somebody off the game, because if it's going to be between you and the other guy to get the part, you're going to sabotage that guy's chances. But the director ended up, hiring both of them to play the brothers in the movie Bone Deck Saints. But so I'm in the men's room, in the green room, and Sean Patrick Flannery comes in on Sunday morning, and I'm at the urinal, and he comes sidling up next to me, and I'm like, oh, good God, no, don't do it. And he's like, hey, Mitch. I go, Flannery. And I'm like, wait a second, is he going to do a freaking, is he going to do a Norman Reedus on me here? And then you're starting to think about that. You're like, well, this is awkward. I never thought I'd be at a urinal with young Indy worrying about if he's going to comment on my penis. That's the stuff that you never know what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, listen, one of the worst stories I remember was Fabian Nicieza talking
He'll be back
about
this year. He's coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Love him. He's the best. But I think he was telling us the story of he was using a bathroom stall and somebody slid an X-Men comic under the stall with a Sharpie.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I was just like, do you have any shame? And the answer is no.
Now, Fabian, I owe an apology to, because when the late Mr. Jim Shooter was here, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I get up in the morning, I'm walking over to the convention center or expo center, and there's a line of people. There's like a little coffee shop upstairs in the hotel, and you can get yogurt and coffee and some breakfast donuts or whatever. And there's Shooter, like fourth in line, waiting to get his breakfast. And I know the people that own the place. So I go, oh, Mr. Shooter, what are you getting? He goes, oh, just a yogurt and orange juice. I said, oh, okay. So I walked past everybody, and I said, hey, can you give me a yogurt and orange juice? Oh, Mitch, yeah, whatever. So, because I bring 25,000 people there, so I do get a couple fringe benefits.
Oh, yeah.
So they give me
100%.
They give me $1 orange juice and a $3 yogurt. So they give it to me. They go, anything else, Mitch? I go, no, that's all right. So I walk back. I go, here you go, Mr. Shooter. He goes, oh, that's very nice of you. Thanks, Mitch. So I'm walking away, and who's in line, but I didn't recognize him because he was wearing a mask, was Fabian. And he goes, what about me? I go, what? He goes, don't I get something free? I go, did you write Secret Wars? He goes, no. I go, then you don't get anything. And I just walked away. And Jim Shooter laughed his ass off, so much so that I was in New York Comicon about 2 years afterwards, and I'm walking by, and Shooter said, hey, Mitch, hey. And he goes, this guy here bought me and it's amazing the things people remember. He goes, he bought me an orange juice and a yogurt and cut the line, and Fabian was there, and he wanted him to get the same thing. And Mitch goes, you didn't write Secret Wars, screw you. And they just walked away. And I go, true. But
bold, man.
It's
very
little
bold.
things.
Did you know that for a year, people were curious about whether or not Keith Champagne got a turkey sandwich last year, because the year before the truck kept the
cart.
It would go past him, and he would never get a chance to get his turkey sandwich because there would be something going on. And so, apparently, I was talking to him about it because, like I said, we play cribbage and chat a little bit, but he was just like, more people have asked me if I got a turkey sandwich, and they asked what new comic I have coming out, because I didn't get my turkey sandwich at the con the one year. So we're I'm
going to make sure I get him a turkey. Now that you told me that, I'll make sure Keith gets as much turkey. I'll shove it down his throat.
Yeah, all the turkey. He's going to be so sick of turkey.
Oh my God.
He's going to be like, Carrie, why did you say that?
I'm going to tell you, here's some background information on writers. Writers are contracts that we have with these celebrities, and they put little things in there sometimes. So Mr. Kevin Smith asked for, was it one cheeseburger? He wanted 2 pounds of cashews, 2 glasses of whole milk, and I think that was it. Maybe there was a cheeseburger. I don't know. So he finished his evening with Kevin Smith. We had it at 11 o'clock. We had to cut the thing at 11 because of union rules. So we're leaving, and he's taking pictures backstage, and he's got the green room, and we're walking by. I go, hey, man, you got your stuff there. He goes, what stuff? I go, it's in your rider. He goes, what is? I said, the 2 pounds of cashews and the 2 glasses of whole milk. He goes, oh, I don't want that. I said, what do you mean you don't want that? He goes, well, we just put that in there to see if you guys actually read the whole thing. I go, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did you say? He goes, what? I go, you know how much those 2 pounds of cashews cost me? And those milk? What? You're going to eat that stuff. He's like, yeah, but I'm not hungry. I'm like, oh, no, you're going to eat that stuff. So I started that crazy Mitchy face on, and he was like, oh, shit. So next thing you know, he's like eating stuff. I'm like, drink it all now, Silent Bob.
The worst rider I've ever had to deal with was I was working at a place here in town in Lincoln, the Rococo, and we booked George Clinton and the P-Funk Psychedelic.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Because it was like the entire group, like the concert, from what I could tell, and I'm not a funk fan. I'm not against it. I'm just not a big funk fan, you know? And they basically did this off and on thing where they did the same song through the whole thing, but they'd add in other songs and stuff. And, but they asked for like 40 different things. And because like some of the people on stage were kids, they were like, we need this much of this meat, this much of this food, this much of this. We need 30 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We need this kind of, and it was like 3 pages or something of things because it was to pay for every single member of their entourage that would come with it. It was just like, Jesus Christ. Like, why couldn't you have just booked him instead of like everybody that he's ever played with and their entire families, so that we don't have a 6-year-old on stage
it's
singing
like
stuff.
when you hire the boss. You don't just get the boss. You get the whole East Street Band.
That's right. That's different.
Yeah.
So there's no problem with that.
But it was just the weirdest thing to try to deal with because it's just like, who in the fuck makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I can hire?
Cashews at midnight. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean, I would if they were just there. Maybe not 3 pounds, but you know, a good 1/4 pound. I'd nibble them.
Maybe a couple ounces.
Yeah.
Come on, Leo. Give me some of those 60-minute questions. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna show you here. This is gonna make an
oh man, charts and graphs.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So it's
of course he is.
Oh yes, we love this.
It's a 3 foot tall Galactus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like a giant action figure. It's fully articulated.
Yeah. Leo, this is exactly 60 minutes, man.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I've got some Galactuses over here and stuff.
I got Galactus, but not 3D printed.
Not 3D printed. No.
It's fully articulated.
Yeah. So this will be at our booth, but we are doing some giveaways. And actually, yeah. Cool. So I want to show you one of the things that we're giving away.
Is that posable?
Yes, it is. It's Shuma Gorath or whatever the hell.
Oh, Gorath, right. That's from Marvel.
Doctor Strange.
Right, Multiverse of Madness. Sorry. I see Starfish. My brain means like Starro. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, look at that. That's something else too.
Yeah, it's almost done. I need to there. But that's the 2 foot tall Hulk. I'm going to do a green and a red, and these will be giveaways at our booth, along with a bunch of other stuff as well.
What do you got to do to win these giveaways, Leo?
We need to figure it out.
You got to arm wrestle Leo.
Yeah, Jello wrestling. Yeah.
You got to show up with photos of Mitch that you've taken and prove that you're like a TerrifiCon fan.
It's like Bigfoot. Did you see him?
You have to out compliment insult MJ with that accent.
Where in the con is Mitchard? Mitchell.
That's okay. My wife calls him Mitch Hallock. I was like, huh? Yeah, I was like, he's a Highlander, I guess, my lady.
Aye.
Mitch Hallock.
Mitch Hallock there.
The clan Hallock.
But you know, it's funny. Nobody believes my name is my name. It happened It literally happened again yesterday.
Well, it's because you're part of our team, so everybody assumes that you're just a superhero. Like, people still don't think my name is Drew. They're like, it's Andrew, right? I'm like,
Really?
no.
Really?
Yeah.
And
people.
now it's a machine. I went to I saw I had been in forever, and I put my card in, and then there's, are you really Mahana Longwalker? Is this you? I'm like, what? Now it's even asking if that is even me. Come on now.
No, my name is Susie Durkins, okay? And I decided I'd change this up, like you.
You know, it's funny when I find out people's real names because I have to book their flights and stuff. I'm like, really?
Really?
Interesting.
And then I find out how old they really are. I go, wait, what?
Yeah, for sure.
So Mitch, are you a Mitchell or a Mitch?
What's
Sorry.
that?
Are you a Mitchell or are you just straight Mitch?
No, it's Mitchell. No, it's the HEL.
No, it's Mitch. Harriet Mitch.
For you
He's
people.
Mitch at heart.
Mitchell is my mother calls me that.
Right.
So just the mom. The rest of us are like, no,
Or
please
the
do not.
nuns. The nuns, yeah.
Yeah, the nuns too. They're big on formality.
Back in the day. No, I did have one nun write my name on the board and circle the fact that I had the word hell in my name. That didn't fuck me up too much.
Yeah, that sounds like Catholicism.
I was like,
terrible.
Yeah, they were terrible.
You're clearly a bad seed. Got hell in your
Ripped up
name.
my Spider-Man book. I still remember that. She yelled at me. She goes, "These are garbage, and you're filling your brain with junk." And she ripped up my Spider-Man book in shreds. Who's laughing now, Sister Florence?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm flipping off nuns, but it's for your benefit.
That's for your benefit.
So over the next couple years, Mitch, what's one guest that you haven't gotten yet that you want to get? What's your white whale?
John Byrne. He's down the street here in Connecticut, but he doesn't do many shows. J. Scott Campbell, who I met in Italy. I've known for years, actually, because of the Indiana Jones stuff. But I saw him in New York. I thought he was going to be here this year, but he eluded me. So J. Scott Campbell.
Oh.
Frank Miller, once his contract ends with a certain other convention, because he's exclusive to them, he'll be coming here because I've been trying to get him for since Bridgeport.
Oh, God.
12 years or so.
Oh, wow.
And
Mark Miller.
who else? Mark Miller. I talked to Mark Miller, actually. He actually liked our song last year. He was on the Word Balloon, and they ran my commercial, and he was singing it. He goes, "I really like that song. It's really catchy." So,
oh, my God. You want to see a line out the door. God, get Mark Millar here. That'll just be...
That would be something. In
That
fact,
would
you
be
know what?
something.
The new commercial sent today, and people, if you don't notice, I'll put it up. Like artists will make Captain TerrifiCon art, and they'll make posters, and I get all kind of Captain TerrifiCon stuff. I get like sculptures, and somebody made a little video on his phone, whatever. I don't know what he was using, and he made Captain TerrifiCon flying through, like what it would look like if he went through the Mohegan Sun. And what I think the guy did is just ran through the casino fast. Exposure, and then he made the guy's hands, and it looked like he was flying. And then he did one where he's flying through the window. So I used like a second of that because he sent it to me. I go, I don't want to use it because I know you're using that evil AI, but there's one shot that was so cool, like Captain TerrifiCon leaped up in the air and he goes through the skylight at Mohegan. I go, dude, that looks like
that's cool
Lucasfilm shit. And I was like, that was great. So I used like a nanosecond of that at the very end of our commercial. I said, thank you for making that. Doing it. I put it up today. I already got like 3 people. Don't use AI, man. Fuck you. You're using AI. I go, bro, some fan made it. I didn't make it. I like it. It was funny. No one got hurt. No one lost an eye. It's like you literally stay for a second. I'm like, you gotta settle down, buddy. Please.
Agreed.
If this is the flag you're gonna plant your whatever your hill, I'm like, okay, it's like a second fan made thing that was given to me. I didn't touch that person. I didn't use that woman. I didn't have sex with that woman. I don't know what's going on. The world is not going to go rip free from its orbit and plunge into the sun. The cliff. I should have done the whole movie the guy sent me. Then he really would have got his panties in it.
Yeah.
We have a question about have Mike Mignola or DWJ have you ever tried?
Mike Mignola, I interviewed him years ago. I don't think he does conventions anymore. So
no, I think he's like Alex Ross. They do like select things and art shows.
Yeah,
that's how I met Mike. He did some sort of like, there was a thing in the city that was showing off his like artwork, And he was like, all right, I'm there. And I'm just like,
yeah.
But and Carrie, DWJ, I think that's Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yes, that's the artist. I actually got a variant Daredevil cover that he did this year, but I don't know. We'll see. What else? Peach Momoko. I was working on getting her here like a year ago because that's a very complicated thing because she'd have to fly in from Japan, but we were actually working on it with Marvel, but that just didn't happen.
That's and that's a long line too because she's big.
Yeah.
I remember I had friends who waited on her because she was running late in New York.
Yeah,
like an hour and a half just to meet her, and I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
my ADD does not allow that anymore. It's a miracle I stayed online for an hour and a half to meet Kevin Conroy. I mean, it was Kevin Conroy, so
Kevin Conroy. You know what? To answer your question there, Leo, just read Todd McFarlane would be great. I would like to have.
Yes,
Todd. But again, I don't know. It might be huge amounts of money. It might be a scheduling thing, but Todd would be a cool guy because I've liked.
And he's so nice.
He is a nice dude.
How would you categorize like Todd McFarlane and another one that I was just thinking of to ask you, like David Dastmalchian, who people who are involved in those comics.
He was supposed to be here.
How would you?
He was supposed to be here 2 years ago, or was it last year? Was it last year?
I think it was last. No, the year.
It was supposed to be last year, but he was
before.
filming One Piece.
He went to go film One Piece in South Africa.
Right.
And, obviously, I don't want to, again, burst someone's bubble. You're going to get paid a lot of money and be in a TV show, or you're going to go to TerrifiCon and meet fans. That's nice, but it's not going to pay the bills like a TV show would. So he did that. And then I inadvertently posted, like, oh, he went to South Africa to be in the season 2 of One Piece. And they flipped out. They're like, oh, my God, no one's supposed to know that. I'm like, well, you told me. So I had to pull that down. That was big trouble. I don't know. I don't know why he hasn't come back. I've tried to get him back, but he does shows here and there. He'll show up in New York, but it's hit or miss,
Yeah.
Oh, my mic.
He's a very odd man.
Yes, but he'd be
he's
a great interview.
talented guy. He's got a good history. He's friends with a lot of people. He's friends with Sean Gunn, and they talk, and I tell Sean to tell him to come.
Nice.
But anyway, what else? That's about it.
Well, yeah, I know we are running on time, but one of the last things I wanted to ask is 2 questions. One, what are you reading now? If you have,
what am I reading right now? I'm reading. Geez, now that you say it, I picked this up last week because I'm old school. It was a collection of all the old Brave and Bold Batman stories from the 70s. It's
nice.
I read that. I got so many books here. It's not funny. I got the brand new Elsewhere by John Byrne that came in today. So I'm going to be reading
X-Men
that.
Elsewhere.
Yes, I can't read that. And then Mr. Ordway gave me this for an early birthday present. It's a
wow. Look at that.
Brainiac stuff.
Oh, wow.
So I got to read. This will take like a year to finish that one. So I have lots of books. And as far as new books, I'm keeping up with all the Absolute stuff. I think Absolute Alfred's coming out next. Absolute Mr. Mixelplex.
Oh, I need that one. I need that one. So,
I mean,
Absolute Mixelplex.
I'm there every day. I'll be there tomorrow. Cave Comics, 11 o'clock when they open the doors. I'm the first one in, grabbing what's on the shelves. And then I have so many books I haven't read. So
Absolute, the Absolute books have been great and very interesting. You mentioned Alfred. I think Alfred's daughter is we lost it again.
Alfred's daughter. What?
She's going to be the new Alfred.
Oh.
Whatever.
In Absolute Universe or
no? That's got to be
real
in the
universe.
one.
In the real universe.
Got to be. That's Matt Fraction's run.
Bro, I don't know what in the hell is going on here. But anyway, what did you say about Alfred before you got checked out?
No, he was talking about which Alfred, and I don't think that.
In the main continuity, I believe Alfred's daughter is taking the mantle.
Oh, okay. All right. But yeah,
keep it in the family.
Alfred.
Yes.
And are there any you're going to try to get signed during the con?
Me signed? Are you kidding me? I have a box. I have to start doing it because I usually wait till the last night before the show and I rip apart thousands of comics to find a couple issues, and my wife kills me. So I'm starting this weekend to assemble my small box of what books I want signed. I want Timothy Zahn to sign my Heir to the Empire books. John Jackson Miller to sign some of my. He did some Indiana Jones stuff and some Star Wars stuff. And I got to get Jeff Loeb to sign Tim Sale when he was here a couple years ago. God rest his soul. He signed a couple of my Tim Sale, the blue and the red and all those things they would do. Spider-Man blue. I have those, so I got to get Loeb to sign them now. And there's always Jim Lee, but I got to get Brett Booth to sign my Dorks book.
There you go.
And bought an expensive second printing of it. That's it. I haven't got plans for next year's show. That's a funny thing too. I've got things, but I can't tell you now. But there's already contracts signed for certain celebrities and anniversaries, shows, and movies next year.
Always plotting.
I'm going to be PMing you stuff about your Sons of Anarchy class this year because you said at the beginning you're going motorcycle and you have a ton of Sons of Anarchy guests and that's just awesome. Well, not a ton, but enough that it's intriguing.
3 of them. I never watched it, so you tell me. I don't know. Last year apparently I had 2 of them. I had Mitch Pileggi and some other guy that was on it. I was like, I never watched it.
Yeah, I cried a lot watching that show. So
it's a show that definitely takes your soul away.
There you go. Like this show.
You either really get into it or it's just fuck that. It's not real. You have to put a lot of suspension of belief into it.
There's a lot of shows I want to watch, but I look at how many hours they are. I go, oh my God. Like this Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I never watched it. And I go, how many hours is it? They go like 200. I go,
that's too much.
I can't.
I feel the same way about anime.
Mitch, it's okay. You could try watching all of One Piece. It's 1,000 episodes.
Supernatural. The guy Jensen Ackles, he literally lives down the road from me, and we go to the same pizza restaurant. And somebody goes, "Oh, he was on Supernatural." I go, I never saw it. They go, "What?"
14 seasons.
These Soldier Boy. So I know him from Soldier Boy.
Right, the boys.
The boys, the boys. So he'll come into the restaurant. I go, I don't know who that is. They go, that's Jensen Ackles. I go, what does that mean to me?
Dean Winchester. It's Jason Todd from Under the Red Hood.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can get him. Maybe I can put something in his pizza and knock him out. And
there you go.
Drag him down.
Just wakes up. What the hell is this?
What's going on? Why are you here? Shut up and
well, we'll get scolded at your convention because some of us don't watch all the series and do all the things, and so we won't notice that like a famous actor has just walked by our table 4 times, and Drill be like, "Son of a bitch, she kept coming by," and we're like,
look for the badges. If they're wearing a green badge, that means they're a celebrity.
Oh no, I don't look at the badge. Look at the face, and I'm like, "Oh, this is this," and they're like, "Okay, cool, Drew." And then later on, I'm like, "Oh, that happened. When did that happen?" It's like, you guys don't listen to me at all.
I don't know.
Watch the show.
Or you have trouble with me. I'm Tom Welling. I so wanted to meet last week. But,
he was walking around going in the dollar bins. He was dollar
4 times.
Yeah, he walked by our booth 4 times, and one time,
You were literally looking at him, and you didn't. It didn't click.
It didn't.
What are you gonna do?
I was like, "Did you need somebody to save you?"
What are you gonna do? All right, I gotta get rolling, boys.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much, Mitch. Absolute pleasure to have you. And obviously, everybody should go to the TerrifiCon website.
You're damn right they should go, because I don't have a job. I mean, don't put me out of work.
Any last words of wisdom, sir?
Wear clean underwear. Always brush your teeth. Floss if you can do it. And don't give candy to Jeremy. That's about it.
Ever give Jeremy.
Don't take candy from Jeremy, I meant to say. I don't know. Go to TerrifiCon. That's all you need to do. Go to TerrifiCon. When those dates again, August 7th to the 9th at the Mohegan Sun.
Mohegan Sun.
Uncasville, Connecticut.
Lovely Uncasville, Connecticut. Tickets on sale right now at TerrifiCon.com.
Man, that ventriloquism is getting good, Mitch.
Yeah. Well, on that note, we'll catch everybody later. Everybody knows where to find us. Just head on over to Splash Pages, the website.
Yeah.
There
like,
we go.
subscribe, do all that stuff.
Yes.
Like,